State officials said that they came up with this plan that they shared after talking to thousands of students and Connecticut residents about what they expect to see going into the next school year. So like we mentioned, if the spread of COVID-19 remains low, if the data continues to look how it looks right now, then students should prepare to go back to school in the fall full time. So what that's going to look like, of course, it's going to be different than when students were last in the classroom in March. So first of all, students and teachers and staff, they're all going to be required to wear face masks. Education Commissioner Miguel Cardona says that students will be able to take them off for breaks during the day, and a teacher can remove his or her mask if they're at a distance. He said some school districts plan to install plexiglass barriers on the desk. Those with health conditions won't be required to wear a mask, and schools aren't required to provide masks, but officials do expect districts to make them available. Desks in classrooms will also be placed further apart. Frequent hand washing is going to be encouraged, and schools are going to be cleaned and sanitized often. Officials are also urging schools to group students and teachers into teams, if possible, so that they're able to stay with the same small group of people. In high school, where that's more difficult to do, Commissioner Cardona says that other measures will be used.
More likely to be able to keep masks on regularly. High schools are bigger and they have more open spaces, so we're going to be looking at how we use social distancing in the high schools. Classrooms tend to be a little bit bigger, and we're going to have to be creative in how we move students around and how we move the staff around instead of students. So we're going to look at hallways, how we're passing between classrooms, how we're having students eat, and especially in the first 3-4 months of first 2 to 3 months of school, we're going to try to use outside spaces as much as possible.
School districts should also prepare for the possibility of having to do some sort of hybrid online and in-school learning, and to plan for completely remote learning if there's an uptick in COVID-19 cases. On the school bus, masks will also be required for the students and the driver, and how many students are allowed on the bus is going to depend on what the spread of COVID-19 looks like. Again, if there's a minimal spread, the bus is going to be at full capacity, but with heightened safety protocols. So on Monday, the State Department of Education is going to release a much more detailed plan for school districts. So when that comes out, you can check Fox 61 for those updates. And we want to hear from you, parents. Are you ready to send your child back to school? Let us know. Share 61 at fox61.com. Live in Hartford, Gabby Molina, Fox 61 News.